So I'm single again, and I'm actually quite happy about it. Now, I know most people say when they become single that they are unhappy and depressed and they feel some type of longing for the partner, but me, on the other hand, I'm actually okay with it. I'm happy within myself. And honestly, I was happy before I got in a relationship. Not to say that I didn't love the person, but I was actually happy before I got in a relationship. So now that I'm single, I've basically gone back the same way. I'm still feeling happy within myself. It's not a problem. Um, and there's also some things that I've come to the realization about, that when you are in a relationship, you have to be conscious of the fact that you have a partner and you can't just go and do something without informing them. Like now I'm single, I can just go and do whatever the hell I want to do without really having to answer to anybody apart from myself. Because I'm 28, I don't have to answer to anybody really. Well, apart from the people I work for, but never mind. But I don't have to answer to a partner, I can answer to myself. But when you have a partner and you're in a relationship, you do have to answer to somebody else. You can't just go off on tangents and not inform people of what you're doing, because mature people do not do that. But when you're single, you kind of have a bit more leeway. You can kind of get away with certain shit. Not say you should go off the rails, but don't go off the rails. But yeah. So now that I'm single, I've got more free time to focus on uni and my two jobs. One being a healthcare assistant. The other I'm not going to mention just yet, but it's to do with my writing for my blog. So that's all I'm going to say about that at the moment. So I like being single. I mean, I am 28 now, so I'm very broody, very, very broody. And it's becoming a problem when you see loads of people your age or younger having kids and you don't have that yet. So you do tend to envy them a little bit, but at the same time you also have to think, well, it's not my time for that yet. It's not my time. I still have things I want to do before I have kids and before I settle down properly with the person I'm supposed to settle down with. So I think that's okay, actually. I think I can deal with it for a couple more years, or whoever I meet. I never know, I could meet the right person tomorrow. You just never know these things. So you also have to stay positive. You're single, yes, but it's not the end of the world. It may hurt for a little bit, or it may not, depending on who you are, but you have to stay positive and you have to think, well, I, as an individual, need to work on myself first before I get back into another relationship. Take the mistakes of what happened in a past relationship, and then you work on that while you're single. So then when you're next in a relationship, you know what to avoid and know that person's triggers. And it takes time. You don't know that person off the bat straight away, but you learn it eventually. And unfortunately for me, in my relationship, I learned a few things later on. So that's what busted it up. But I'm not mad about it. I'm actually happy by myself right now. I can do what I want. I don't have to worry about